Astronomy compels the soul to look upward and leads us from this world to another. Plato. How often does each of us get a chance to stop and think about what I can take with me from this world to the next, and what will remain in this world when I die? Of course, we are all unique. Each person has their own balance. Each of us has our own strengths and weaknesses, our own periods of ups and downs. But this isn't an ideal world. Alas, our world is far from ideal. Of course, each of us is responsible for our own part of life. And what do the stars say about the people in whose hands lies the responsibility for the future of millions? No, not money. Millions of destinies of people and the whole planet. We were wondering what the stars say about the 46th President of the United States. An analysis of the Joe Biden natal chart provides information that this person is far from being as simple as it seems. Firstly, 4 personal planets such as the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Mars are in Scorpio. This is a man who certainly knows how to achieve his goals, no matter what it takes. Moreover, on this path, Biden is able to sacrifice the interests of his friends and colleagues. Mercury in Scorpio gives Joe Biden good analytical skills, the habit of learning new cases in small details, and the desire to solve problems by finding out its real cause. Mars in Scorpio gives the ability to act very effectively with minimal expenditure of his own energy. Such a person will not rush into battle. He is able to come into open conflict only after carefully studying all the weaknesses of the enemy. He can pretend to be weak, pretend to be a friend, and then, at the most inopportune moment, he is able to inflict a crushing blow to the most vulnerable part of the enemy. This position of the planets also gives Biden the ability to predict the actions of his enemy weaknesses, and ulterior motives, and use this to his advantage, either by manipulating the enemy or inflicting a crushing blow on his enemy. In Biden's horoscope, Venus and Mercury are connected to the Sun. It is very important for him not only to adhere to his principles and beliefs, but also to convince everyone that he is right. The sextile between the Sun and Neptune gives Biden the ability to subtly feel the situation and interlocutors, but also causes idealism and delusion about the importance of his values, morals, and ethical attitudes. The trine between the Sun and Jupiter allows Biden to easily achieve political success and gain support from others.
To the United States of America.
Other people will understand the ideas and attitudes of such a person. However, the same aspect also gives excessive confidence in one's own strength and capabilities. The square between Mars and Pluto gives a feeling that this person can do absolutely anything and gives rise to a desire to gain influence in any way. Such a person can achieve power through intrigues, a double deal, or behind-the-scenes manipulations. He is also ready to push others to make great sacrifices in order to achieve his goals. A person with this aspect can easily lose their temper and take risks testing their enemy. Summarizing all the above information, we get a psychological image of a person with a very penetrating mind, able to hide his intentions well and understand the true intentions of others, able to manipulate them, and very ruthless towards his enemies. This is a very gifted person, a talented politician and speaker, who has the ability to persuade and influence others. He strives for influence and for power. He is guided by the desire to assert his principles and credo in society, and he's ready to sacrifice a lot to achieve his goals.
My name is Joe Biden, and I love ice cream.
Also, he can easily get angry if someone does not agree with his opinion, while remaining outwardly calm. He is interested in strong opponents, and for the sake of defeating them, he will spare neither strength nor means. What to say? Bright personality, persistent, ready to take risks, sparing neither effort nor money. Unfortunately, the stars don't provide information about personal or taxpayer money. Will he take a risk by himself? Even people far from astrology are likely to doubt the exact answer here. To be honest, the word doubt comes to mind more and more often when you see, listen to, or try to understand this nice person.
1.2 billion. So you go ahead and you stack spaghetti sauce at a store and in a supermarket. You control the guy or the woman who brings out the carts on a forklift.
However, all this is not very similar to the current U.S. president, who clearly does not show brilliant oratory and mental abilities.
I got them.
What is happening to the President of the United States of America? Since the beginning of the 2020 presidential campaign, Joe Biden's statements and behavior have given rise to doubts not only about his ability to govern a country, but also about his legal capacity in general.
You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe. 47 years, you've done nothing.
Recently, the president's statements have caused serious concern, even among his allies and friends. Let's try to determine what is happening with the 46th president of the United States of America. The fact is, at present, the mental abilities of the president have deteriorated significantly. His progressive Mercury has slowed down a lot. His speed is now only 21% of the norm, while at birth it was 131%. Moreover, Biden's progressed Mercury is now in opposition to his natal Jupiter. Together, this creates difficulties in the formation of lengthy, detailed sentences and greatly slows the functions of speech and thinking, forcing the use of short phrases.
You got the vaccination?
Yeah.
Are you okay? I mean, you seem, no, it works. Or or the mom and dad, or the neighbor, or when you go to church, or when you're, no, I really mean it. There are trusted interlocutors. Think of the people, if your kid wanted to find out whether or not there's a man on the moon, or whatever, something, or, whether those aliens are here or not, who are the people they talk to beyond the kids who love talking about it?
In addition, transiting Neptune forms a trine to Biden's natal Mercury, which causes absent-mindedness, forgetfulness, and interferes with the formulation of thoughts. It also significantly affects the perception of reality. A person tends to see what he wants, and not objective reality.
Anyway.
The opposition of transiting Uranus to natal Mars forms a period of extremism and rash acts. This transit also creates a long period of stress with unexpected consequences from Biden's activities. Since Uranus symbolizes the Democratic Party, this position in the president's horoscope causes a period when his associates will be extremely dissatisfied with his actions. The opposition of transiting Pluto to natal Jupiter in Biden's chart forms a period when both law enforcement and financial organizations will also be dissatisfied with his political activities.
Our country is going to hell.
In addition, both of these aspects, together with the directional aspects in Biden's horoscope, create a significant threat to his health. There is a high risk of stroke or other sudden damage to the central nervous system. As a result of all of this, Biden may be forced to resign early, either due to health concerns or pressure from Democratic Party members and law enforcement agencies. In any case, for a person with such transit aspects in the horoscope, it is best to lead a quiet life now, and not govern the country at the time of the strongest political upheavals. Perhaps this is the case that says, to live in time means saving half the world. This is not my opinion. The stars said so. Thanks for watching and subscribe to the channel. There will be many interesting things.